Hello and welcome. Good evening, everybody out there. And it's a great pleasure and honor to be together with Michael T. I cannot.
Hanowski.
Strachnowski. Please spell it again.
Yes,
Strachnowski? Is that
yes,
all? Strachanowski.
exactly.
Okay. So thank you, Michael. I call you Michael. It's easier for me. It's easier for me. So thanks again for the opportunity or the opportunity having you tonight in the live show that will be broadcasted not only on YouTube but also on Facebook and also on LinkedIn. So we are multi-platform. And Michael, maybe you can introduce yourself and say hello also to our hopefully great Polish audience tonight.
Tak, tak. Thank you so much, Alessandro. It's my pleasure. Chciałbym przedstawić wam w ogóle Alessandro, bo w grupie dentystów myślę, że to, co Alessandro osiągnął do tej pory, jest bardzo, bardzo wartościowe. Ja się zajmuję od wielu lat marketingiem stomatologicznym. Miałem swoją przychodnię w 2008 roku, otworzyłem w Londynie, startowałem od zera, testowałem wszystkie metody zdobywania pacjentów i to, co na przykład teraz widzę, że można dać do społeczności stomatologicznej i osób związanych z całą stomatologią w Polsce i nie tylko, naprawdę jest teraz ten moment, żeby coś dać od siebie, tak samo jak Alessandro, który ma ogromną wiedzę, bo już na początku lat 90. Alessandro był jednym z pierwszych dentystów, który miał domenę swoją, dentist.sc. Także z Alessandro tutaj możemy pokazać różne aspekty fotografii, zdjęć wykorzystania w marketingu stomatologicznym. Alessandro, yeah.
I didn't understand everything, but I'm sure it was a great introduction.
Yes. I said what's my background, but also I introduced you to Polish community of dentists. It's a big group. There are 21,000 people in this group. Most of them dentists or people who are around dentistry in Poland. So and Polish dentists are really going fast with the technology, and I hope your tips, with social media and how to use pictures, videos, will help a lot. You have you have a lot of achievements, and I said that you are one of the first with the domain in the world or Europe.
Yeah, well, the story of dentist.ch, I was the first dentist in Switzerland, or one of the first with the website. This was in 1994. So we're talking 28 years ago.
Wow.
So 28 years ago, many Instagram, Facebook users were not even born that time. And I've always had a passion for technology. As a student, I was a dental student in the mid 80s, was one of the first patient receiving CEREC CAD/CAM restorations. So from there, my passion and fascination for technology, gadgets was started already when I was a child. You remember maybe in the 1970s or late 70s, the first digital watches from Sanyo with this LCD screen. You remember?
No, I was too young. I was too young, but at beginning of 80s, I remember my father brought some catalogs with watches. So there was nothing like that in Poland. There was a really poor period for Polish people that time in beginning of 80s. So yeah, but that was the if you have the watch like this.
Yeah, and so like in the 80s, then playing Pac-Man and all this stuff, starting with analog photography. When I opened my office, the photography world was still analog, so film based, using Nikon or Canon film cameras We modified our flashes to get better results. And in 1999, so 23 years ago, I started my journey into serious digital photography. I already before that played around with compact cameras. Nikon Coolpix came out in the mid 90s, other cameras, but the first DSLR, so digital single reflex camera from Nikon, came in 1999. It was supposed to be the same as the analog, but it wasn't at all. So it was a full frame, and it was a full frame camera, but with 4 megapixel, and I mounted the macro lens, the flash, and I was super excited. But it took me quite a time to get some decent results with this setup. And
Yeah,
there
yeah,
also my career started of teaching photography. I got in touch with universities, with the ITI, and I was happy. And it was a privilege for me to travel around the globe, tell people, tell dentists how to take pictures with digital cameras. So this was,
amazing.
let's say, quite a while ago. Now there's many people around the globe teaching photography for dentists and other stuff. But I have to say, what still is an issue for me, and what I'm really focusing a lot in my teaching, what you see on Instagram, and we will come to this point. What you see
Yeah,
on
yes.
Instagram, what you see on social media is not, or in many cases, not everyday photography. So people try to present themselves in a more artistic way. It's interesting. The concept of artistic photography is very strong in South America. And you know why? It
Why?
took it took me a while to find out why artistic photography is so popular in South America. In Brazil, only since, let's say, a few years, you are allowed to present clinical pictures of your patient outside your dental office. Before
Ah,
that, to avoid this, you just put a strawberry in the patient mouth, and then it's not clinical documentation, then it's artwork, then it's photography.
okay.
Like,
And then it was legal. Okay.
yes, yes,
Loophole.
if you just put the fruit in the mouth, then it's not
Uh-huh.
clinical documentation anymore. And but they enjoyed it so much taking these pictures that they have a hard time to go away from that. You know what I mean? They still
Interesting. Yeah,
love
interesting.
they still love this artistic photography. And for many years, in Europe and other countries, we did not understand why are these guys always also in the conferences presenting beautiful girls with strawberries in the mouth, with kiwis in the mouth, with diamond, with pearls in the mouth, whatever. And I would say this has nothing to do with dentistry. This is I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what
yeah,
this
yeah,
is,
yeah.
but then I found out, talking to some friends from South America. Well, this was a legal issue that created this artistic photography, which still is popular because people like it. You get more likes for this artistic photography than for clinical documentation. So, for
Yeah.
example, never show bloody images on your
And
Instagram
this is the
account.
issue. And this is the issue on
Oh, no, it,
Instagram.
it
Yeah.
depends. It depends what you want to do. So,
Mm.
for the first thing I have noticed over the last 2 years is that a lot of dentists, and I see a huge potential, and I'm building up now a structure to coach, teach, mentor dentists around the globe to be better, more efficient on social media. And one important thing is, I see that a lot of dentists, and not only dentists, but as a dentist, I'm speaking to dentists. A lot of dentists don't know what they want to do on social media.
Yeah, that's the
They don't
issue.
have
That's the
they
issue.
don't have any plan. They don't have any plan. The majority of accounts of dentists is private. So a private account doesn't make sense if you want to show yourself. It's not that this is private. I will send him a friend request because I want to find out what's behind this account. This doesn't work anymore. If you want to present your clinic, if you want to present your work, if you want to make business on social media, then you have to open up your Instagram account and make it a business account or creator account. So this is the first and very important point. Don't hide yourself. I see too many dentists hiding themselves, and nobody knows why are they here, what are they doing. And then you always see also it's very hard to make dentists engage on social media. I think the communication skills of many dentists needs a lot of improvement, because when I talk to people and asking me, yeah, but yeah, then why are dentists not commenting on each other accounts? Why maybe they give you a like, but they have a hard time to say, ask questions or start any discussion. Then my answer is, look, what is the language of a dentist? Um, you welcome your patient, take a seat, rinse, please. Does it hurt? Open your mouth. Goodbye. So it's very few words that dentists use, or the average dentist uses, communicating with their patients. There's an ongoing discussion of depression, mental health issues in dentistry. And imagine you see 20, 30 persons a day. And then you have also your team. So you see a lot of people. Why are so many dentists depressive? That's because they don't know how to communicate. So they are trapped inside their, like a small cage. The patient comes, they just jump into the mouth of the patient, treat, maybe even they do a perfect job, but there's a lack of communication. And I really highly recommend to all dentists out there, talk more to your patients and not repeat the same phrases all over again. So rinse, please. Does it hurt? Open your mouth. Um, Turn your head around. So these 5, 10 sentences, that is the standard language of a dentist. Start talking to your patient. Start feeling your patient. So before I start any treatment, I look at my patient, and after a short time, you feel if a person is in a good mood or in a bad mood. And according to this, you have also to create the environment that makes the patient comfortable. So this is from my point of view, a very important message that I want to send out in the context also of social media. What do you
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
Michael?
and Alessandro, and also what I and this is then connected with pictures, because if you have different state of emotions, different emotions, so then it's difficult to then create some pictures, or because I tell you like from what I see in Polish community of dentists, why they don't comment on some posts in social media, is they what they told me, some of them, is that they are afraid of hate speech, that if they say something in the comment, maybe somebody else will comment and it will be something against them, so they don't like to be involved in some you know kind of war, let's say. But in my opinion, it's all about the confidence. So if you talk more, you comment more, then you become more attractive. So then you can create some pictures. And also there's some other issue, if and what you can say, you can see that there are not so many pictures, nice pictures, in social media from dental clinics or from dentists itself, because they bought the equipment, but they put to the cupboard and that's it. They don't use it. I met
Yeah,
so
but
many
that's
of them.
that's also why they keep their accounts private, because they are afraid that somebody says, "Hey, but your images are terrible. What are you doing?" So, but I would you have to be careful as a dentist. Never compare yourself to others. Never compare yourself to others, and this is also a very important strategy on social media. So this is a point why, and this is not only dentists, why are many people struggling with their social media presence. So first of all, a lot of people don't have any plan. Are we here for fun? Are we here for business? Do we want to share something? Do we want to communicate? Are we like content creators looking for the big deal? I don't know. But as a dentist or as any person, you should, before you start an account, or you say, okay, I just want an account to scroll through videos and watch videos and pictures. Because one important thing is also Instagram, as many other platforms, has transformed from being a picture platform, it's getting more a video platform.
Yeah, they copy
People are,
TikTok.
I have good friends that are great landscape photographers, and they told me, we will quit social media or Instagram because nobody is caring about our posts anymore. So there has been a shift. So 2, 3, 4 years ago, you saw a lot of accounts with beautiful landscape pictures, and people were like, wow, from around the globe, from the Caribbeans, from the mountains, from the Alps, from the deserts,
Yeah.
from wherever. And people were like following these accounts, and these accounts are not popular anymore. And now now you see the other side, the dancing people, which for me it's a little bit silly, but maybe because people want like easy stuff,
Entertainment. Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah,
But my
exactly.
answer, my answer to entertainment is edutainment. Edutainment is the combination of entertainment and education, and this term exists, edutainment. And you should be edutaining your community. So share valuable information, share your passion, share your knowledge, share your love, and then somebody will answer. Maybe you don't get 200 million, 300 million followers like Cristiano Ronaldo, but there's a rule, and I will post about this next week. You only need 100 loyal followers to make business on social media.
Yeah,
If you
active one.
if I would have just 100 people of my over 70,000 telling me, okay, Alessandro, if you offer me a deal, whatever, we will be with you. Wow, that's amazing. I don't know. I don't need 70,000. And this is also an ongoing discussion. Does higher numbers, higher volumes mean more business? My answer was, as speaking as a
Dep-
dentist, yes. More patients, more money. you know,
Yeah.
no patients, no money. On social media, it's not a lot of followers, a lot of money. Does it's not true. You need because some people told me, look, the majority of my followers are young guys from India. They can never afford my services.
Yeah.
It's like nothing against India or even other countries. I could not say, okay, people come to Switzerland and I sell you one veneer for 10,000 euros, and you will net. And if you're fishing in the wrong sea, then you will not get any clients coming to your office. And that's the same also for social media. So you have to start exploring, playing around also with different types of content. I also started posting dental photographs or reposting content because I wanted to avoid to presenting my own work or my own clinic. For me, it was about teaching how to take good photographs, surely with some examples also, and I'm still
Mhm.
using some examples from my work, but it's always related to photography. I'm not publishing protocols of how I do a CEREC restoration, or how I do other things. This goes into my lectures that are for other purposes. So here my goal is to share my knowledge, trying to answer questions related to dental or photography, and now also more to videography, how to
Yeah.
shoot videos, because video is something that will become more important. Also, like what we are doing now. For example, I started some month ago a daily routine. Every morning when I come to my dental office, I shoot two um, 30-second, 60-second video and post this to my story. This is for two things. It's for practicing. If you talk every morning to the camera, then you get used. It's like being on a TV show every night, every night, every night, and after 1,000 shows, you don't even realize that you're talking to the camera, and you get more
Yes.
self-confident, you get more relaxed. If I look at my first videos I did 2 years ago, I was saying like, "Oh yeah, shit, yeah,"
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And
I know this.
and one important thing is, don't care how you sound. So a lot of people don't. If you listen the first time to your voice in a recording, you would say, "Oh, this sounds strange." And I know a lot of people that are really professional speakers. They say, I even after 20, 30 years of professional speaking, of synchronizing and whatever, I don't like my voice. But other people
Yes.
like my voice, so it's okay for me. So
Yes, yes.
and
And once
and
more
it's
practice,
more.
when you practice is much better. Your voice is changing as well when you practice. And this is what I say to many dentists or many people I know, how to practice. The same as you. Record every day 1 minute and talk to the camera. Don't publish, just talk, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it. Because
yeah, yeah.
what I do for the last 2 months, I'm giving some video advice to the group. This dentiści ogłaszają video advice, and it's between 2 and even 10 minutes. Sometimes it depends, like marketing advice depends on the subject topic there. So I'm more confident with this. So I'm teaching myself, I'm training myself also to be better with video. And this goes also to the strategy with social media, because video is the most powerful. We can see in Instagram reels, and now I have the idea how to take dental photography into the reels, because you can mix it. You can use some apps to create some nice videos mixed with the pictures, also inside of Instagram in the reels.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I realized that I'm now doing the photo tips. I'm doing more and more in the reels format, and any other stuff I can, maybe I can share my Instagram page here on the screen, so you see the. So it's like, photo tips are, if we go here to the reels, so you see these
Yes.
are like
Mhm.
the photo tips are always in more or less the same style. And this is also something that if people go to your account, they if they just look at it, they have to realize where they are. So here they
Hmm.
see my person and they know, this is Alessandro talking about photography, or maybe so tips on how to be more confident on camera. What lens should you use? So this the I'm doing more the reels for my photography tips and tricks, and my postings. So the carousels are for other stuff. So camera settings, but also about coaching, mistakes dentists are doing. So it's a mix. So I expanded. I expanded my. I have to. Where can I go with my? Where is my mouse? Here's my mouse. So I expanded my niche. So this is also an important thing. If you
Yes.
start on social media or also in your dental office, the word niche applies also to a dentist opening his clinic. He has to find, maybe he starts as a general dentist, and after a while, or from the very beginning, you realize that your passion is endodontics, surgery, orthodontics, whatever. Then this is your niche. And if you have a niche where you feel comfortable, where you also have more passion, you will be more successful. The keywords, I did a lot of interviews with dentists from around the globe, and there were two words that almost everybody was in the end mentioning as the key elements of success in their dental life. It was passion and love. These are the and these are the two things. It's like the love is the secret ingredient. If you are cooking something, and your friend is cooking something and you do it the same, then I taste it and I feel who of you put a little bit of love
Yes.
in the whole process. This makes the difference. It's not the technique by itself, but it's the passion and love as a secret ingredient that makes people feel the difference. It's like in my dental office, I share with the patient the technology. Even after more than 30 years, I tell people, look, I'm now in the seventh generation of CEREC, and I tell people, look, isn't this technology amazing? And they say, yes, I never saw this. If it's a new patient, it's incredible. So people, the patients and people feel if you transmit the passion you have for what you're doing, and this is important. This is really very, very important with whatever you do. And to switch over from passion and love to high quality as a dentist, and I think not only as a dentist, top quality, standardized protocols, consistency, passion, love are the key ingredients for our work, but also the key ingredients for success anywhere. Whatever you do, if you now start doing surfing or skating or whatever, or racing, it's being consistent, know what you do. These are the key elements, and I would never accept low quality. I would rather quit. So if I see that I don't reach a certain level, there's two options. You say, okay, forget it. I will never be a good tennis player. Forget it. but but you can learn. There's and you mentioned it in the very beginning. A lot of dentists in a lot of dental offices, the photo equipment is somewhere in a drawer.
Yeah.
They went to a course, they bought the equipment, maybe even a high-end equipment, but are not using it. And if there's
Yeah.
nobody in the dental office really pushing it, and I tell you, in the dental office, we have two tools to visualize our patients. Number one, X-ray. Look through the patient. Number two, photo and video. Look at the patient. This gives you the overall image. And then you can add intraoral scanning, which is also a kind of imaging thing. So looking through the patient, looking at the patient gives you the overall image. The better the quality, the better the results. It's a very easy equation. It's no magic. It's no rocket science. It's nothing. And that's why I'm always saying, look, take your time, learn to take good pictures, learn to do standardized protocols. Don't try to start with the fancy, shicky-micky style. Keep think about photography being the same as your X-rays. X-rays are not sexy, but they are very important. And I had in one discussion a person telling me, I realized that you can recognize from the image style who the dentist or the lab technician is. And then I say, oh, that would be like, I know that Michael took this X-ray because this is the typical Michael X-ray taking style. No, an X-ray is defined how the axes are, where to put the film, where to put the tube. This is standardized. And the same should apply also to your photography and videography. If you do what you're used to do with your X-rays, try doing it with your pictures, and the quality will improve dramatically.
Yeah, that's important. It's very, very, and also, I see the issue with why dentists they don't take pictures before, after, because they squeeze too many patients during the day. They don't see this as an investment in the future, or investment in like, I think from my point of view, it's a kind of investment. If you spend more time with patient and you create some documentation before, during, after, then you have two things. One is documentation, so you can save with maybe there will be some case in the court, you don't know, but you can show what you did. It's some proof, and also some clinical proof. But also you can invest into future patients, because some of the cases you can show it, you can use it in Instagram or in Facebook, especially in Instagram, because Instagram is the easiest with pictures and videos. It's all about creating the emotions, and there is a good tip, how many pictures you should show on your website or on Facebook if you have a case. Like, I think there should be, I know for sure there should be two sets of pictures, before and after, both before and after, but only mouth before and after, and also the face. The
problem, the issue with the face is that you have to ask the patient for permission. This is something, and that's a great point. And what I suggest is, we have in our anamnesis, in the first form that the patient fills in, there's also a point where he has to sign his consent that I can use pictures taken of him or her for my lectures, and also for communication with colleagues. So if you do interdisciplinary treatment planning, that I can share pictures of my patients with other dentists. So this is very important, and and I'm sure a lot of dentists, this is also an issue when talking about mobile photography. If you use your mobile phone to take pictures, then they are automatically on your mobile phone. So they are already outside of your dental office. You have to be really careful for legal aspects. Especially now, the European Union has changed a lot of things, and we really need to be really need to be careful. You see, this is really important. This is a really important point.
Yes, yes, and always, take constant from patients always, so let's go into creating the perfect picture for social media. So
So the perfect picture for social media, I told you, don't post any bloody pictures, because no patients
yeah,
want to see bloody
yeah,
images. And this
yeah,
brings me also back, related to like a layout, like let's say, like the layout I showed you here for from an account. You have like this, the profile with these posts, and creating like a grid, a consistent layout. This is also something that you should apply to your website. And I show you, give me a moment. I will share this with you, where what I'm pointing. I will remove this and add a very important point. How do I will remove this. I will share my screen. Share this one. Voila. So this is my website from my office, dentist.ch. And what I did is, landing pages. You know what a landing page
yes,
is.
yes, yes,
So if you have something, then you want to get people to a page where you make an offer or promote something. This is then called the landing page. I found out, let's say 90% of our patients are browsing the web on their smartphones. Why should you do a website that is not adapted to your smartphone? What I
yeah,
found out, I had different types of website for my dental office. Huge. At the end, it was like a lexicon. It was like a book with hundreds of pages information that I accumulated over the years. And I found out nobody cares.
yes,
Nobody's interested in all this information. Then you can write articles, do lectures. If you have a website, it should be easy to view on your smartphone. And there's like tools. This is called TapLink. Basically, this is a software. This is a tool to create landing pages for your Instagram account. Right? So if and I used this now to create my website for my office. So you see, the advantage is, if you look
very
at
simple
this,
and easy. Yes, very simple and easy.
then there's a video of myself. I welcome my patients. So this is important. My staff didn't want to show on the website that I accept this. Then you can get in touch with us, and then you have like only a few images. You have only a few images showing, representing what you are doing in your dental office. And here I'm a little bit against you. Don't show too many pictures. People are not going through thousands of images. It's the key things to say, okay, people is interested in bleaching and having straight teeth. We have a concept of prophylaxis. We are doing veneers, and we offer CAD/CAM dentistry. We also offer other treatments. So basically, this is it. And then the
Yes,
patient, if they want to get in touch with us, they can get in touch with us. They can click here. It's easy on your smartphone. You just click and you call our office. That's it. And that's since I have switch to this easy layout, I
Yeah.
have much more contact through my website than I had before, where I had millions of pages and a
Yeah, yeah,
huge
yeah.
amount of
Because it
information.
used to be like Wikipedia.
Yes,
Yeah. But
yes,
now people they can search on Google whatever they want. Doctor Google will help. You
yes.
know,
So what they
yes.
want is they want in very in brief. And again, number one, they want to look at it on the smartphone. Use something like they're looking also your Instagram profile on the smartphone.
Mm.
They look also to on your website on the smartphone. They want to get in touch with you, so they browse my website, they click tuck, and they can call, they click, they can contact me. The same on my social media. So this is more important than having thousands of images. Coming
Yes.
back to high quality images, is the images you post have to be related to the services you offer. It's very easy. So you have to create an image of yourself and mix different things. So it's not only posting images, it's also always showing up yourself. And one big mistake many are doing is they start mixing private things on their business accounts. If you are on vacation, if you are with your family out for dinner, don't post this on your business account. Don't do this. If you want, if you have a tendency of being of showing yourself, then open a second account and name it Michael Private. And then you can show you in your underwear and with your dog and with your family and with your motorbike and whatever. But don't do this on your business account.
And this is what I'm, Alessandro. This is what I'm advising now, doctors or dentists or anybody, like to have two accounts. One private account. So in private account you can mix. You can post everything. You can post something from work, something from private life, whatever. You will have different audience. So you are building the audience, different audience. Some of them you will direct them to your business account, which will be about not only you, but also about the team, everything around the practice, some pictures before and after, reels, videos, something like a very interesting, not boring stuff, not too much blood, because this is a mistake, as you said, too much blood, unless your goal is you want to target as a lecturer or some coach other dentists. So then is a different strategy. Okay, you can post some videos from the surgery, implants, placements, whatever. But if your goal is to target other dentists, otherwise don't do it, because you scare people. They don't like blood. They don't like red color going inside the practice. They so scared, you know, So
Absolutely.
you have to show them they dream, what they can achieve, how the emotions, like the same. You can create this. You have to create with the pictures or videos the emotions, like you see the dog, you see the food. That's why those pictures with dogs and food, and also with people hugging with love, they have lots of likes, lots of comments, because they create emotions. So the same, you have to put pictures of you have to be very creative, yeah, Alessandro,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get dental stuff into the positive emotions. And this is, and this is the
Yeah,
skill
but
you
the
can learn.
most important thing is that you show also yourself. And one thing that a lot are also not doing enough is integrating your team. In modern social media strategies, it used to be like the Instagram account of Coca-Cola is only in the hand of the CEO. So
Yeah.
it's chief business. You know what I mean? No,
Yes.
it's not anymore. Now, if you have a company with 1,000 employees, you have to tell them, you all are my social media army, and you have to work for the company. So
Yeah, exactly.
that you give them time, you give them time slots. You cannot ask them in the weekend to go through the posts of the company and add positive comments like, oh, it's so wonderful, be work with this company, or engage. So this is something positive energy. It's like
Yeah,
testimonials. It's like testimonials, but not from your patients. This is also another important thing that you should integrate in your strategy. Testimonials is forever. If you do any business, you always I ask you, can you show me some? Do you have some showcases? Do you have testimonials? And this is the same if you want to present your dental office or your business on social media, then having testimonials is a good point. So
and
people,
Alessandro, and I will say something. I will back a little bit to the team involved in social media. I will be very hard, and probably many people will don't like me with what I say, because if I open again a dental clinic, if I open, I would only employ people with social media accounts. I would never employ anybody at the reception, hygienist, dental assistant, um, with doctors, maybe, but it depends, because this is, I'm writing article now about this, that, all, as you said, all team has to be involved of the success of social media account or business as a business in general, because if you are the only one creating the posts, videos, everything, you will be so busy, and then you will be tired because there will be no support. You have to, even what I said in the article recently, you have to involve even your family, like wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, sister, brother, mother. My mother, she's a dentist, and she's on Facebook, 75 years old. She's on Facebook, and she likes my posts. She helps me, so she's involved.
I,
So
te- I have to tell you a story. Our
yeah.
oldest son, this was like, I think, more than 10 years ago, when Facebook started. Um, our son told me the day when he got a friendship request from his grandfather, it
Yeah.
was time for him to leave Facebook.
Yeah, they don't like, because young some young people, they sometimes they don't think what they post, because some of the posts, some of the things what you put on social media will stay, and people will see it, so can be embarrassing for later. But involve all the team is so important. I will suck, you know anybody who is not involved in creating success of the clinic, because I don't need receptionists with the high degree, with the lots of papers, lots of courses. I need somebody with the communication skills, with the skill of taking pictures, and with the confidence to be in the camera, because many people at the reception, they don't like be in the camera, and that's the huge problem, because communication is so important. They have to be, the marketing changed over the last 10 years. It's so totally different. You have to be very involved in creating the success.
Yeah,
The
but a very good point I have to add is, um, your team not only needs to be knowledgeable about social media, but they also need to know what you want to sell.
Yes,
There's a
the
huge,
goal.
there's a huge, there's a huge lack of knowledge. So you want to sell aligners. I'm a patient. I call your dental office, and the girl, most of the time, it's a lady picking up the phone. 99% or 90% don't know how to sell aligners to the customers.
Yeah. If they
So
don't wear
even
it,
if you ask,
if they don't wear it, they don't know.
I call your dental office, say, um, I heard that you are offering aligner treatments. Can you tell me more about this? Oh, sorry. Can I fix an appointment with the doctor? You don't make the business. At the phone, you have to say, great that you're calling. Yes, it's true. We are the best dental office in this region, and we're doing aligners at the special, at the not only at the special rate, but we are the best in doing
And we have
aligners.
proof,
And
and we have proof on Instagram. You can see the pictures before and after
yes,
on our
for
Instagram.
example. So
Yeah,
no, so
example.
the strategy is different, and I totally agree. And this is also a lack of communication skills, not only from the dentist but from the whole dental team. And there now is a shift in how communication does not need to stay only inside the dental office, but also goes outside. And going outside, the most common communication channel we still have is the phone. Most of the contacts with the dental office happens over the phone.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not that you get thousands emails a day or
Yeah,
direct messages on social media. Most of the patients are calling you. Maybe today we have a higher number of patients sending emails asking for an appointment, but it ends up most of the time with a phone call to really fix, because you know this. I want an appointment. Okay. Yes. When do you have time? We have one free tomorrow at 11. Oh no, tomorrow 11 is not good. Yes. When can you come? And then this conversation goes back and forth. That a phone call would solve the problem in 15 seconds rather than sending 20 emails back and forward. So that's why for me the one-to-one communication still is an important factor. Also, adding the possibilities to talk to your patient and giving him more information on some offers. If you ask for an appointment and I go back to you, dear Michael, tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, we have a hygiene appointment free for you. And by the way,
mhm.
we also sell aligners and we have veneers and we have this. Then this is not the way to communicate, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only one thing at the time. But
Yeah.
also there are some exceptions. With there is one dentist in Poland. He's very popular within patients or potential patients, but he's not popular with the dentist. The dentists, they don't like his approach. However, I have to admit, the way how he does Instagram account is perfect. Because what he created the community, like a huge 100 for Poland is huge, 170,000 or more followers on Instagram. And because of this, and also his involvement in creating some photos, videos, stories, then he gets lots of comments, and he answer every comment he answered. So he creates some people, they believe him. So from this point he can probably get the direct messages from them, and he can get the appointments. So he's saying that he is fully booked for this year, and he is taking the bookings for the next year. But I'm not talking about his dental skills or you know the way
No,
how
no.
he treats patients.
Today,
But
market. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
about
yeah.
it's about getting patients from social media, and he does in my opinion, in perfect way. This is perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I have to say, if I'm not doing this because my office is so old, and we have like an established community of patients, and also today, if you have your patient community, 60, let's say two-thirds of the new patients are acquired through the word of mouth. Happy patients talking to their friends, to their family, and bringing you new patients. If I would have to start a new dental office, for sure, I would focus more on social media marketing to get a certain number of patients. And then you have to start communicating within these patients,
yeah,
and then bring them the families, like yesterday I treated an emergency, and he was so happy that he told me now his whole family will come to my office. So this is the best marketing you can do, more efficient than anything else. But okay, so I think now we have already almost talked for an hour,
yeah,
Michael.
yeah.
I
What I
so
would what I would ask
let's
what I would I would like to ask our viewers to follow you on Instagram. Yeah, the camera dot dentist. Yeah,
dentist
the
dot
dentist
camera.
dot camera. Yeah, dentist dot camera on Instagram. You can follow me, Michael Strahanowski, on Instagram as well. Connect, but also you can write some into the comments. Then after the video is published, what would you like to hear, learn, because then we can create more Facebook live together about some specific topic, yeah,
Yeah.
some specific things,
So
so you
this
can
was
learn.
this was we I agreed with Michael. This was like a warm up session. Today it
Yeah,
was
warm
like a
up.
warm up session, and if you enjoyed it, and I hope some of you enjoyed it, then we will come back. And Michael, I totally agree with
Yeah,
you.
we will
We will
come back.
be we will try then to pick some special points, and maybe even
Yeah,
make shorter 30 minutes things, not for 1 hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, to really get to the point and discuss one topic a little bit more in detail. So
yeah,
yes,
exactly, and
so
go more deeply, because now we talk more in general,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then we can go more deeply into some problems and how to solve it and what to do in social media, because I and you see the same. There is a huge problem. People, not only dentists but many businesses, they don't know how to do it. And one more thing at the end, that lots of dental practices, they hire some companies from outside, yeah, like a third party, and they run social media for them. But it can work, but also I see this is the mistake, at least at the beginning, because if you don't have a goal and you don't have a full team working for your success with Instagram, for instance, then if you hire somebody, they do the job, you should do it. You just pay somebody
Yeah,
to. Yeah,
it's a mix. We can talk about this. Is a very interesting topic, and
for the next time.
I can tell you a lot a lot about this
Yeah,
topic. So I would say let's stop here. Michael, thank you very much.
thank you so much, Alessandro. Thank you so
Again,
much.
we are open for any comments on all platforms, collecting information to create new ideas, for future live discussions with our audience, not only from Poland but from all over the world. So thanks again for watching. Stay tuned. Now I will play the outro. You can stay here,
Yeah, love,
Michael. I will
peace,
I
and
will
enjoy.
I will end the show officially here, and stay tuned. Subscribe to dentist.camera on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you are. Yeah, thank you, and stay safe, stay healthy. Talk to you soon.